Hi, this is John Hall, Pastor John Hall at Project One, and we're going to be talking about a hotline. Our hotline is 567-241-6781. If you're having drug issues right now and you're struggling and you want help, wherever you are in that process at the beginning, or you're out on the street and you don't have anything left, 567-241-6781. I have Jackie Bentley I'm going to interview here about what is it like to make that phone call, what kind of information, resources we have. This is for Richland County, Ashland County, Crawford County here in Ohio. This is our people that we work with. We know the information, and we are kind of directed right to those counties. So hopefully that's what you're going to be calling for. And let's talk to Jackie about what that looks like. So Jackie Bentley is here. She answers the phone call. When you answer that phone call, just walk us through a little bit about what are the questions that you ask and why do you ask them?
Okay, well, John, we are an advocate for those are struggling with drugs and looking for recovery. So when we answer the phone, we ask, "How can we help you?" And the person first we ask if we can. Are you in a safe place? If you're in a safe place, we move on to the next question, which is, "How can we help you in your situation?" So if they're looking for detox or looking for recovery, then we can spring into action according to where they live, because nowadays is so many detox and recovery places available in all the counties. So after we find that out, then we ask them about do they have a relationship with their family members, or do they have a relationship with a church? Do they mind faith-based assistance? And from there, we begin to talk to them to see exactly where they are. Because sometimes they want to change right then, and they feel like if I can just get somewhere right now, but it's not always possible to get somewhere immediately right then. But we always want to take all the information we possibly can, get a callback number, even get family members' number if they have a relationship with their family members, get their numbers so we can get back with them after we talk to see who has a bed available or an opening. And then once we get back to them, then we can help them get there. Sometimes, especially through faith-based, sometimes it's no fee because a lot of people donate money to help people go to recovery. And then that sometimes even if they have to go out of state, then we have where people donate to help them, funding them to get to where they need to go.
And those are long-term situations. The
These
people
are
are
long-term.
6 months, 9 months, a year and a half, because it takes a long time
Yes.
to recover from them. Most of them are faith-based. Those are the ones that really are effective, 80% success rate for those people go through the program after they've been out for 3 years. Also, those are the ones that the other churches in the area will help get you there, pay for getting there. You know, it's not super expensive like some of the state ones. It can cost $15,000 to $30,000 a
Exactly.
month. And obviously, they're there to get detox and all that. But we got several questions I really want to press into as fast as I can. One of them is, why can't the person who's the friend, the parent, why can't they make that call? Why is that something that it just doesn't work?
Well, sometimes that's exactly what happens. A friend or parent makes a phone call for the person, and we do talk to them. We see where they are as far as their relationship with that person, and most time is at wit's end. And so we offer prayer to them to calm them down, to get them to a place where they can really talk and understand what's really going on. Because sometimes they just at a place they need to be gone. Can you just get them and take them away? And it's just not that simple. Because whatever program they go to or get involved with, or whatever detox facility, it has to be the person. They have to be on the phone. They have to answer that of those questions to that facility.
And that's also if they call the hospital for help or anything. Anytime you're going to make a phone call for drug assistance or getting rehab or whatever it's going to be, the person that's on the drugs has to make the call. Everybody does it because it's like a 100% failure rate. If the friend is calling, the person isn't really at the end of their line. You
Yeah.
think they would be. You
Yeah.
think they should be.
Yeah, but
But
sometimes.
you're at the end of the line for them, but they're not at the end of
Yeah.
the line, right?
And since we are advocate for them, the family members and friends are more than welcome to call the hotline back
Yes.
as many times as they need to, and we will talk to them every
Yeah,
time.
we're going to talk to them. We're just saying we can't help a person who's not making the phone call.
Exactly.
That's right. And sometimes we get phone calls for food and for housing and so forth like that. There's other resources. So what do we do if that happens?
If we get a phone call for food or shelter, we refer them to 211. And 211 has a listing of all the shelters and all the food banks and all the hot meals. So they will
Yes.
be able to find what they need there.
And I was there when they were developing all this. That 211 number is it's all of it. It's local. You're going to get a
Yes.
local person. It's a wonderful thing. 211. That's not what we're here for. We're here to help people get long-term help
Yes.
and to get them into detox or whatever else they need. And this is the important thing that we're trying to do. Again, the number is 567-241-6781. Can you just maybe talk one or two situations that you called in that kind of give a feel of how the conversation, obviously can't divulge anything confidential, but, if I called in, kind of what happens usually in a phone call?
Usually, after we find out if they need detoxing or just want to go to rehab, we talk about family relationships, because if they're very close with their family, they are not going to want to go too far away. So we establish that, and then from there we go. I will make a phone call around to see who's have beds available, and then I can get back with that person and let them know who's available and what's available and how far away it is from home. Then that's when we begin to start to process. So I would contact the agency and to find out if it's open, and if it is, I give the agency that person's name and number, but that person has to call the agency. So when they call the agency, after they call them, then they would do a phone interview, and then if they're going to accept them, they will call me back if they need transportation. And because I will let them know if you can accept them and they need transportation, just call me back and I'll arrange the transportation. And then once they go, and it's usually long term, we at Project One makes a relationship with them. We send them cards and letters once a month to let them know that we're praying for them, and to encourage them to finish the program, and then that way we will build a relationship, so it's not like they're there alone.
Yes, and I just want to bring up one other thing as we kind of wrap it up here. You talked about asking a question whether it's safe. We have a heart for people who are trapped
Yes.
in a house.
Yes.
They're being held, they're sex trafficking, whatever. We do actually have a 5-day grace space that we do to help pull people out and so forth. So that's very, very tricky.
Yes, it is.
But we've done it, and we know how to. We're going to put ourselves out there as people willing to make that phone call. So if you have, we're going to ask a safe pace, and if you're not, don't back off, because we'll press into that one too, right?
Yes, we will. We would not leave them out. We want to be as helpful as we possibly can.
Yes.
But every situation, we can't be as successful as we want to be.
Right. So as we close up, I just want to say that the people that are part of Project One, that includes Joey Nichols, who was miraculously healed from heroin addiction. His family is super involved in heroin and drug addiction here in Mansfield, Ohio. His wife, Amanda Nichols, prayed him into being healed, and we understand what it means and what it's like. These people are very, very good at clarifying what the issues are, helping you understand what to do, and moving where you need to be. So if you want help with drug addiction or any part of that, we can help you. And again, the number is 567-241-6781, Project One, here in Mansfield, Ohio. But we do cover Richland, Ashland, and Crawford counties. Those are the only people that we can receive those calls and really help. Thanks for joining us. And there's other podcasts. You can look there to cover other areas related to this very specific thing that we do, and some testimonies too of how we've helped some people. So God bless, and make that phone call. Thank you. Bye-bye.